Hey YouTubers, it's me, Wayman29, and I just wanted to come on because I dug out something from Biblical Archaeology Review, July-August 2004, which was a great interview between um, Eli, Eli Wiesel and Frank Cross. There's two Bible scholars. One is more towards spiritual aspects of things, and the other is more towards scholarly aspect of things. Um, the interview was given by Herschel Shanks, the editor of Biblical Archaeology Review, and I just wanted to read some replies that they give. Herschel Shanks says, I have my own ideas about the differing ways you two relate to the Bible, but I wonder if we might begin with a broad-based inquiry. How do you relate to the Bible as historian, as a literary critic, as text critic, as a person of faith, and a keeper of tradition? Um, Eli Wiesel, I am not so sure that there's much difference between the two of us, except we have a text before us, an ancient text, a living text, and we try to enter it, not only to decipher it, but to penetrate it, to become part of it, similar to the way every student becomes part of a teacher's texture. That's how I see our two differing approaches. We differ simply because of our differing backgrounds, but we have the same fervor, the same passion when in front of us is a page, a unique page. Every page is unique of the Pentateuch. I see history in it. I see revealed truth in it. I see in it human holiness as much as divine inspiration. Whenever you open it, any page, you know that you are in the presence of something that exists nowhere else. Herschel Shanks says to Cross, do you agree, Frank? Do you think about the Bible in the same way? And this is one of the replies that I've been trying to get across about scholarship, because I'm a little bit biased here, because Frank Cross is one of my favorite biblical scholars, and this is his reply to how he views the Bible, both personally and as a scholar, which seems to be an issue for many these days. They are unable to hold these two contrasting parts in their minds at the same time. And this is Frank Cross's reply. I think that there is a certain schizophrenic aspect to my relation to the Bible. In my work, I attempt to deal with the Bible as I would deal with any work of literature, and to treat the history of Israel as I would treat the history of England, Russia, or China. That is, in an attempt at a scientific, historical approach. I am particularly fascinated with origins. Most of my professional work has been in these areas, as a historical critic, as a literary critic. I have done very little in the history of interpretation, as Eli Wiesel has. I've been interested in it, but I have not contributed to that field really. On the other hand, the Bible is a book that has shaped my life, my beliefs, my ethics, my moral concerns, my religious outlook. This is not something, however, that I have taught or written about. This has been, if you wish, a private aspect. I've been on a faculty in a university, and I have felt it was incumbent upon me to deal with the Bible not as something I was attempting to convert people to, or to have them enter into my religious experience, but rather as an academic and scientific discipline. So I think there are two very different sides to my relation to the Bible. One, my professional life; the other, a more private concern, interest, and fascination with the Bible. So, in my terms, that's how I align myself at times, the two. And I think that's the issue with evangelicalism. They are unable to think about the two, the scholarly part and the private belief part They can't think about the two. They believe that it either needs to be one or the other. However, some people obviously don't see it that way, and I'm glad that some people obviously don't see it that way. And Frank Cross has contributed much to the field of biblical research, Hebrew origins, and his work on the Dead Sea Scrolls was truly amazing, and he's done a lot. So until probably we get more evangelicals being able to think this way, it's what we're lacking right now. More people like Mr. Frank Cross. We need about 1,000 of him in order to get back where we should be. Okay, people, take care of yourself and each other. And remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.